Mindful Monday with Smart Video Girl. We spend so much time on mental activity, we don't take a moment to be still and really think. Get ready for your weekly dose of mindfulness on Mindful Monday with Smart Video Girl. Let your mind create a new reality. Just think it. Hey guys, this is your girl, Smart Video Girl, and it is time for your Mindful Mondays again. I want to thank you all so much for joining and liking this brand new segment that I'm putting together to be mindful on our Mondays. I think it's a great way to start the week. And I realized that in doing this, I was like, well, what does mindful mean? You know, a lot of times people say, well, how do you stay mindful? How do you be mindful? And I've been giving tips on just things that come to my mind. But today, I wanted to give you 5 tips to stay mindful. All right, so here are 5 things that you can do to stay mindful. First, take time to practice mindful breathing. So, that's your deep breaths. That for me is very important because I would talk and just not breathe. So being mindful of your breath is very, very important. If you take the time to focus on your breathing in and your breath out, it definitely helps you stay mindful. All right. The second tip is to use your 5 senses. All right. So pay attention to the world around you. What do things smell like? What do things feel like? What do things taste like? What do things sound like? Okay? When you are aware of your 5 senses, it keeps you in a place of being mindful. Now, I say this all the time. If you're part of my coaching program, you've heard me say this. Your senses are kind of like your guide. They tell you where you are. They tell you how things taste. They tell you how you feel about things. So it's very important to pay attention to those 5 senses, and you will stay mindful on how you feel. It'll give you a gauge. If you're numb, then you're not hearing. If you're not paying attention to what you hear and see and smell and feel, then you'll get lost. So paying attention to your 5 senses is very important to staying mindful. The third one is my favorite. You guys know I love gratitude. So practicing gratitude is a great way to stay mindful. It will help you remember those things that you're grateful for. It's the little things. I say that all the time. It is the little things. So you can stay grateful, practice gratitude. I do it through my journal every morning. I say, today I am grateful for. And that helps me be mindful of the little things that are important to me. So again, practicing gratitude. Number 4 is spend time in nature. Now, I was born on Earth Day. You guys know I have my brand Be Earth You, so this is right up my alley. When you are in nature, it allows you to kind of do what number 2 is, which is use your senses. You can hear the birds, you can feel the wind, you can see the trees rustling, you can feel the sun hitting you. You know, these things help you stay mindful. It also helps you to practice gratitude, at least for me, because I'm grateful for all these beautiful things that are going on around me. And it helps you also stay connected to the world. It helps you to remember how this great planet of ours works. And it really puts you in a place of knowing, one, how small you are, but two, how great it is. All right. So again, number 4 is to get out in nature. And the last step is to spend time in silence. And this one can be uncomfortable for people. So, one of the tips was to use your senses. So that requires you to be hearing, seeing, blah, 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 blah. But this one is to spend time in silence, because in order to be mindful, we have to pay attention to our thoughts. And we have so many thoughts that run through our heads every single day. And if you don't take the time to quiet your mind, then you will lose track of those things. You won't be able to pay attention to all the thoughts that you have going on. So staying getting into a silent place where you can actually pay attention to your thoughts and how they're flowing through your head, then you will start to see and you'll be mindful of how you are thinking. How are you processing what you're smelling, what you're feeling, what you're seeing? You know, and it is great to be in nature and then spend some time in silence and just listen to the natural sounds. You know, you can combine those. So again, I encourage you to remain mindful. Don't forget to breathe. All right. Use your five senses, practice gratitude, spend time in nature, and of course, be silent and listen to your thoughts. I'm your smart video girl. These have been your 5 tips to stay mindful. See you next week. Peace.